All right, sorry guys, had to get some stuff set up. Couldn't find my seat. I don't have a seat. I'm sitting on a bucket, and it's the most uncomfortable bucket ever. Trying to find something better to prop my phone up to. Let's see. Well, that's not gonna work. That should be better. God, that light is atrocious. Fortunately, I'm in my garage. This will work. Oh, there we go. Mind if I join you for a bit? No problem, Gravy. I don't know who Gravy Dumpling is. I know you're in the last one. Give me 1 second. What's up, Fat Boy Fox? Let's see. All right. What's up, Lefty? How you doing, man? Yes, please hit the like button, please. Let me try and get the thing pinned here real quick. Oh, motorcycle just went by. And pinned. All right. So my call, RAV4. I'll call in a while, get ready for work. Ah, that's right, man. What you up to, Lefty? Dude, chill, man. My dog is in the driver's seat of the MGB, sleeping or trying to sleep. Shaking it. What's up, Charles? How you doing, man? I saw your latest video, man. You gotta keep posting those things. I want to see you rip it. Hey, Primo, what's going on, buddy? Dude, why don't you come in here, man? Tell everybody about your freaking 10-second pass. Four a.m. starts. Hey, man, I used to live that life. I used to get up at 4 a.m. to get to work so I could sleep a little bit before I had to work and not have to deal with traffic. Chilling. Yeah, man. Dude, he's still got a lot of puppy in him, man. He goes to bed early. So I think he's growing still, like a lot. I eat dinner. Hey man, I think you were smart to leave the track when you did, because when you don't leave, that's when like bad stuff happens. When you're like, oh, let me make one more pass, that's when the bad stuff happens.
What's going on, everybody?
Hey Al, how you doing, man?
Nothing. Doing all right. Just hanging out. Had a busy day at work.
Yeah.
5 Primo. You in here? Come into the stream, Primo.
I told him to. He said he's eating dinner.
Oh, all right. He killed it, man.
Yeah, I saw it. I think he was smart to leave the track when he did, because it's like it's that moment you're like, let me just get one more pass. That's when something happens.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Lefty? So 5 Primo, he's got a killer chiller on his car. If you guys aren't familiar with that, my call, what's happening?
Yeah, my buddy's putting one on his Hellcat here. Or he just did.
What'd you say, Matt?
My buddy's putting one on his Hellcat. Or I'm sorry, my buddy put one on his Hellcat. It was already at 805 horsepower. I think he's just using it to cool the motor after he runs, though.
Yeah, the killer chiller. What's up? Stupid fast truck. So
Chris, Alan.
Yeah, 5 Primo did something that I did not do. My car ran 1008 at 138. He ran 1001 at 137. Our cars are running similar. His car has a different blower on it, though. He's got the Roush blower, and I've got the Whipple, right?
I heard the Roush blower has a lot of problem with heat soak.
Well, not when you have a chiller on it. That's the whole thing. The chiller solved that problem, and now he's running like crazy because he solved the problem, and now you can really see what that blower is capable of doing.
Yeah.
TVS 2650 is a potent blower. The problem is the one for the Gen 3s heat soaks. So
yeah. Well, Alejandro Flores, he hates it. He
doesn't
apart.
like it.
I don't know why.
What's up, Sublime?
What's going on? How you doing, sir?
So we're talking about Primo 5.0. He just ran 10.01.
I heard 10.01.
That's incredible.
Oh yeah,
really. And you know something? He used Daryl Wenger for tuning.
Oh, Daryl's the man. There's a lot of reason a lot of people are going to him now. That's for sure.
Yeah, Daryl. That's just a good example of how I never say anything bad about the retail tuners, because the retail tuners are very, very good. The thing is, a good personal tuner, somebody who knows what he's doing, is going to personalize a tune just for your car, is going to make more power. And I get that out of Tuning by James, because he revised my tune 15 times, and then we went to the track and he changed it a couple of times. Daryl is doing the same thing for Primo, and the proof is in the performance.
Oh yeah.
You know, the Killer Chiller is golden when it comes to blower cars, especially with that Roush blower, because downstream air temps. I wanted to ask him if he could tell us what his downstream air temps are when he's just driving the car, or when he was doing his drag strip runs. Excuse me. Because he's got 9-second passes in the car. There's no doubt about it.
I don't know if this is what you meant, stupid fast, but I'm gonna guess that's what you meant. I wonder what I should be doing.
Primo, if you data log your car the next time you go to the track, or even on the street, if you get traction and you could do a data log with the pump gas in it, and send it over to Daryl Wenger and let him analyze it to see if you've got any knock, if you've got any knock sensor activity. If you do, then add a little octane booster in it to get rid of the knock sensor activity, and you'll go faster. If you don't have knock sensor activity, then he might even be able to squeeze another degree of timing and give you, a tune that requires you to use the octane booster. And I mean, from my experience, my tuner tuned my car with octane booster in it. I don't have long tubes like Primo does. I'm still running the stock stuff. I could use a set of long tubes at some point. But
so you're gonna keep the Mustang now, Al? Is that what you're saying?
For a little while, but I'm not keeping it forever.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I got to move on to something else before I get too old to do different things. I've had Fox bodies. I had a 93 Cobra. I had an 03 Cobra. I currently have a 96 2-valve automatic hardtop. I still have it. I would love to build that. I just got to wrestle that car away from my wife, because it's my wife's car. But if I can't get her car, I'm going to be looking to do something else. I got to tell you guys, I really like the ZL1. And Matt, Sublime, you know about the ZL1 because of the guy that you had a little. I'm not going to call it a street race, because that's not a good thing to say. But that car was fast, right? And all he did was put a TVS 2650 in a Magnuson housing.
He also changed injectors. He put on headers, booster pump, cold air intake, and there might have been one or two other things that I'm missing. He did a decent amount.
Did he have to upgrade the fuel system?
Yeah, I believe he did.
So I'm going to go pick up that.
Oh, no. Sorry. He's running a booster pump, just a booster pump.
Well, that's good. So he's on pump gas doing that?
I think on race gas.
I see. So, okay, that's how he's getting his octane. That's expensive.
Yeah, well, he gets it for a pretty good price. I think he runs – I was running MS 109. I want to say he's running like 104. So, okay. And I think he gets it for like 500, I think he said, for a 45-gallon drum.
Hey, Matt, bring up Ford Blue Gage's comment. Sorry, Matt. Sorry, Matt Sublime. Am I going to need a killer chiller for my GT500 Fox?
Yeah, I saw that question.
I was going to put a heat exchanger and a tank in the trunk.
If he's running a heat exchanger and an ice tank, he should be fine.
You know, the killer chiller takes the place of an ice tank. That's basically
yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's a self-supporting ice tank. Am I going to need a killer chiller for my GT500 Fox? You're going to put a GT500 motor in a Fox?
He's already done it, dude. It's in there.
It already is?
No, well, yeah, he's putting it's like an 07 GT500 motor, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. I know.
Yeah.
All right. So
he's rebuilding it. The motor was it's an 08. Yeah. He was
yeah, somewhere in that range.
It's a good motor.
The top end was burned up or something. Yeah.
The thing about, look, if you got to blow a car, any blow a car, like even your car, Matt Sublime. I'm sorry, I don't always remember people's names, so I gotta say.
I know I don't have a blower, so
a killer chiller, or any other kind of chiller. I mean, I am sponsored by Killer Chiller, but I don't. There's other brands that make that kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Anything that's going to chill your intercooler fluid to get your downstream temperatures cold as possible. They say something like every 10 degrees reduction in downstream temperatures is like an extra 30 horsepower.
Thanks, Tim.
Just by making that air cold downstream. You know, it was huge for me in Florida because it's so damn hot here. My downstreams typically on a hot day would be 140, 150 degrees. There's no way I'm getting full power like that. Now my downstreams are 70, 80 degrees. It's 95 degrees outside, and my downstreams are 80 degrees, 75 degrees. You know, so that's where a lot of the power comes from, and that's why Primo 5.0 is running so damn fast. And I'm also going to guess that when Daryl tuned the car, for him, he had to have data logged the car to see those downstreams. He had to, because he would need to know that in order to give him the timing that the engine's asking for. If he's running 80 degrees downstream, a tuner knows he could throw more timing at it because the engine's going to resist the knock because of that. So when he ran those times, I'm over here cheering, saying, yeah, because Primo 5.0 called me, asking me when he was going to put the killer chiller on the car if I could help him, because he was installing it himself, and I had it done on my car. I knew enough about it to help him, but he has a different blower, so the hoses are routed differently. He's got different kinds of holding tanks. The pumps are in different locations. It was a different install, but he's got it right, and he's making it happen. And we can see with his car, with a set of skinnies, maybe a little octane booster and a slight little bit of weight reduction, and maybe on a cool day or whatever, he's going to go out there and he's going to run a 9 with that car, no problem, on pump gas. Which
I think he could have run a 9. I think he could have run. I think he could have run a 9 that day. I said I think he could have run a 9 that day if he just
taking the back
gone to use the bathroom just go to the bathroom real quick, then go back and run again.
Dude, if he would have just taken that back seat out, he probably would have hit it.
You could go around.
I don't think a bathroom trip would have did it.
Yeah.
You could go all he needed to lose was 0.01.
I know, but
you take the floor mats out, you take the cover of the battery, you take the insulation out of the bottom of the hood, you take anything out of the trunk. No, I'm serious.
Put your car down to nothing.
Take all the windshield wiper fluid out of it. That's 8 pounds. You know, there's all,
what? Oh,
yeah. If it's full, it's heavy.
Yeah, I suppose.
So there's so many things that you could do. You could pick up a 10th just by doing that. He doesn't need much. He ran 10.01.
No, I know.
You know,
I ran an exact 10.01 on a snowmobile once.
Really?
Yeah, we never got that sled into the 9s, but it's a bracket sled, man. It runs like 10/20s, 10/30s, depending on the temperature all day long. That's what I bracket race on in the summertime.
Wow.
So I'm gonna be. I don't have a truck, and I'm gonna be taking the boss and my little trailer to go pick up my new trans probably. So that'll be nice. Using the boss as a truck.
Look what take off every other nut. I was just reading that. That's hysterical.
I missed all these comments.
Don't say it. That's the call.
Howlin 573 is in the house. What's going on, man?
Howlin, man, how's your build going, dude? Is Howlin?
Howlin 573, you've changed your name, right? You were somebody else at one time.
Lefty said he's rolling up some wedding cakes. Dude, nice, Lefty. I haven't even tried mine yet. I've had it for so long. It's just sealed. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt, guys.
No, it's all right.
You're good. I'm trying to find
the little picture next to Howlin 573's name looks familiar to me. It looks like somebody that I remember with a different name.
Well, he comes in the chat a lot. It's always been Howlin.
Ford Blue Gauge says something interesting there. Let's see that.
What's up, Howlin? Ford Blue, what's going on? Super fast truck. Mustang.
Lower long tubes.
Tim Windsor. Primo, what's going on? I didn't say hi to everybody when I got in here. My bad.
Ford Blue, you're going to be going really fast, man.
Dude, I love Ford Blue stuff, content, man. You got some good stuff.
470W. 470W is a good automatic to put behind a GT500 motor like that. 410 gears? Whoa. You don't have to travel very far to go to work, do you, Ford Blue? Normally blur. See, I don't. All right. Well, Howlin 573, it's nice to have you here. I don't want to take over the stream, Matt. This is your stream.
No, dude, you're good, dude. I'm just here to. I wasn't even planning on going today, but
Victor Xavier's in the house. What's up, Victor? Nice to have you here.
What's up, Victor?
What's going on with you, Victor?
Yeah, so
no, stupid fast. That's not who I was thinking of. That taillight in the picture there reminds me. I'm just not remembering. I'm not really that sharp these days. Sure. Yeah, Ford Blue says 3 miles, so you're going to be getting back and forth really fast in that package.
Still burn through a full tank like you drove 20 miles a day in a week.
Oh, nice, Mustang.
The 470W, I think, has a 0.7 to 1 overdrive, if I'm not mistaken. Just hanging out with us, Victor?
Fat Boy Fox blocked Fortec? I can't see it.
My computer's wigging out, so I can't see anything.
How was your barbecue? Oh, dude. The barbecue is fire. It's the only barbecue I'll eat, pretty much. It's called Smoke Barbecue, SMOQUE. They're in the city. They're on Pulaski Road. They've been there for God knows how long. They were on a couple TV shows. Their barbecue is like out of this world. And what's even better is their sides are really good. Their mac and cheese comes with the breaded topping. Good beans, good slaw, good freaking brisket.
No one talks about Illinois barbecue.
What? You're right, but still, dude, Chicago is known for having great food of all cultures. That's what makes it so great here, dude. You want good freaking Thai food, you got it. You want good freaking Indonesian food, you got it.
You just gotta dodge, an all-out assault before you go eat every day.
Fortec, what do you think you blocked?
Well, he's not blocked now. He posted that comment.
Yeah.
Hold on, what am I saying?
Mav Stang Fred says 284 first gear in the 470W. You guys remember the AODE transmission? The AOD and the AODE was the AOD was the first 4-speed automatic. Then they came out with the AODE electronically controlled version. The AODE and the AOD, the gear ratios weren't that great. But when they came out with the 470W, we put a 280.
I
the
laughed so hard,
284
and I
first
do the
year,
same thing.
Uh-huh.
and
And
big
I
difference.
think
Yeah, I
all
read
men.
it. I read it. I read it.
Yeah, so I gotta do so Al, I'm buying I don't know if we talked about this, but I am buying a Calmer Stage 3. It's from an
Yeah.
S550, so I have to do there's a conversion process to convert it to S197. Yeah, it's not a lot of steps to it. The parts will cost me about $80 total, and I just got to change the output, and then there's a couple other things you got to put on there, but it shouldn't be too bad. I hope it goes as smoothly as the forum makes it look like it will go.
What output do you have to change? The output shaft or the
try the hell is it called? The hold on, let me look it up. Now you got me curious.
piece that the drive shaft bolts up to?
I
don't know what that's called.
Yeah, Holland, I know it's a southern thing, but dude, like I said, it's fire. That's all I know. and in the summertime, the line's out the freaking door on a nightly basis. It's ridiculous.
Tell us about the pizza, man.
Tell us about what?
About the
Sublime, the pizza in Chicago.
Oh God. Yeah, dude. See, here's the thing with Chicago pizza. People always think Lou Malnati's, Gino's East, and don't get me wrong, they're good pizzas. But your best pizzas are found in the mom and pop shops. There's two pizza places that I've been going to. One was there when I was 10 years old. I used to ride my bicycle there. I'm 51, by the way. Still there. Papa's Pizza. 41 years it's been there. The other one, Dan's Pizza, which is the one I eat now. That's my go-to. That one's probably been there at least 40 years. Or wait, 35 years. Yeah.
All right, Al. So, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, it's good, man. It's all good.
Why is my phone not charging? I might be kicked off my own stream here in a second. Oh, it's because it's not plugged in. Give me 1 second. Hold on. My phone is going to die in like 2 seconds.
Oh, boy. So, yeah, Al, that pizza is just out of this world.
All right, there we go. All right, I saved it. I saved it. All right, so this is what I'm going to have to do. Why is it so damn big? So it looks like the output, right? Gotta take that guy off.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's the piece that connects to the drive shaft.
Yeah.
The MT82s, a lot of transmissions today don't have a slip yoke. They have that thing. It bolts in and stays there. So Rev,
pull that off.
Hey, Sublime, you see what Rev 4 guy said? He said 51. Damn, sorry, I thought you were older. Hey, Rev 4 guy, that's something that you don't say. You don't say that.
That's Rev 4. No. You don't understand. That's Rev 4. That's how he plays with me.
Oh, is that what he's messing with you?
Oh, yeah, he does it all the time, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I love it.
I'm not going to ask him how old he thinks I am. Don't give me your opinion.
Clean-shaven, Rev 4, so I'm not too bad today. Kind of clean-shaven. It's probably 2 days old. We got some scruff.
Fort Blue Gauge, man.
Gravy Dumpling, we'll see you later, man.
Later, Gravy. Fort Blue, what are you doing, man? Why don't you get in here?
Yeah, I want to hear. I call bullshit.
There he is.
I love when he does that. He'll say something. I call bullshit.
Howdy, car guy.
Ford Blue, I remembered your name this time. Sorry about that last time.
RAV4, the way I explain RAV4 is he's our troll.
He what?
Yeah, there you go.
He is our troll. He's a troll that is on our side.
Oh, I see. So he's the good guy. He's one of the good guys.
Yeah, he's a good troll. We like him.
Yeah, that's all right.
Oh God, I can only imagine what RAV4 is going to say now.
Yeah, I know, right?
He's going to be like, "Wait, what?"
Stupid fast. Stand by.
He's going to be mean to me.
Too funny. No, I did not get a chance, RAV4. I had to make a phone call as soon as Mustang Mike got off.
The dude literally had everything I need.
I will show you. You know what? I can actually check about one here. Hold on. I'm gonna freeze up for a second.
So Matt Brailford, you had to change the yoke. What else? I mean, I call that thing a yoke.
They got to change the flange kit. Or sorry, here's the flange kit. So it's a dust shield, flange bolt, and the actual flange.
That's it?
That's what it looks like. Hold on.
Nothing with the shifter?
Probably, but I'm just gonna take. I'm
my
gonna
God.
take the MGW off my stock one and just throw it on there.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm imagining I could just unbolt it and bolt the new one on, or bolt it on.
All right, I gotta screenshot this and send it to my wife's phone so you guys can see this. Come on, screenshot. There we go. All right, hold on. Go ahead. Go talk. Do whatever you guys talk. What you guys are talking about? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good.
Does anybody else use headphones and you have to sometimes it kicks your headphones off and then you have to go through the cam and the mic setting and go in and turn it on like
Yeah. Yes. You have to turn on the headphones, then you have to click Bluetooth after you click headphones.
okay.
Carol Lectrone. I'm not sure if it's the race spec. It was in there before I got it. The previous owner did it. And I think it is, but I'm not positive. It came with the Boss 302 shift ball from MGW, but it's been in there since I had the car, and I've had the car for 4.5 years.
So, Coyote Car Guy, you asked about me putting a GT500 motor in my Fox.
Yeah.
Yes, I have a notchback. I was working at the salvage and I had access to a 08 GT500 engine that is complete. I've opened it up. It was in a crashed, burnt car. I've opened it up and inspected it, and it's all beautiful inside. It needs gaskets. I need valve covers. I need a timing cover, and like I need a power steering pump for it, and
Right. The
I need the
accessory.
harmonic balance. Yeah, I need the harmonic balancer because the rubber on the harmonic balancer melted off.
Gotcha.
So, and since I've got to buy a harmonic balancer, I might as well put a 10 or a 15% overdrive on it. And since I got to take the blower apart to put seals in it, I figured I might as well port it. So, and that's all I'm going to do.
That's a 1 point. That's the stock blower to 1.9, I believe.
The stock blower.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on, guys. I gotta recognize Mr. Kirill here. We have another boss owner on Boss 30 Tuesdays. We're gonna make this a new thing. Boss 30 Tuesdays. There's another boss owner here. Sorry.
Right on.
Point him out.
Hey, where's your phone?
So Ford Blue, that's a 5.4 out of an 09.
08. Yeah, it's a 5.4 out of an 08.
So what kind of control pack? How are you gonna run that?
Hawley Terminator X Max, and it'll control the transmission too.
Hey, I know. I sorry to interrupt. I know I got kicked. I kicked myself out of here. Ford Blue, did you see Rav4's comment?
No, I didn't.
He said, "Ford Blue Gage, I used to like you." LOL.
Sorry, I didn't say anything.
Hey, at least I took him as claim as ours.
Oh, and Bossman's here too.
What's up, Bossman?
Bossman's here too. Another boss guy.
All right. So go ahead.
No, I was going to ask because that engine Ford Blue did not have wideband, right?
So, okay. So what I was planning on doing was running a Coyote computer and having Lund a power by hour harness and then have Lund tune it. But I have just recently decided to go with the Hawley Terminator X. However, I am also considering going with the Mega Squirt.
You're killing me, boss man. Killing me, man. You can't be a boss owner and not know what that stands for.
So I'm considering going to the Mega Squirt. It will not be running a mass airflow sensor. I will be running a drive-by cable throttle body on it. there's a few things I will be doing. I will be using a return style fuel system, which they were not. I will be using all my factory gauges from the Fox body, stuff like that.
No.
Kirill,
So
are you Navy?
I've done the
Sorry.
4.6 Fox body swaps before, so I'm going to run this kind of like the last one, except it'll be blower core.
Gotcha. How about a computer from a 2012 GT500? Because they had wideband. Do you ever consider that?
My problem is with getting somebody to tune it the way I want it tuned.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I do.
The free flowing exhaust, the downstreams, and the no.
Yeah, I hear you. You don't have to say it out loud.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah. So, but if I use a Mega Squirt and I make it a race car, you know what I'm saying?
You could do anything you want under those circumstances, and you're only
Right.
driving 3 miles to work. You know, I don't know what the laws are, okay? But when you change the motor in the car, right? How can that be held to any standard? It's been changed. Now I've been told by some people that when the motor is changed in the car, for the record, the motor has been changed in my car. My car does not have the stock engine in it anymore. If it's the stock car, you haven't changed the motor, you haven't changed anything, the numbers match, then you tune it, then you put a blower on it, then you've quote unquote violated something.
Right.
But if your stock motor blew up and you were forced to change the motor and you've got a different motor in it now, there's a loophole there.
Well, so here we don't do those tests. Trying to keep the words I'm using correct.
We know what you're saying, so
yeah, we don't have none of that. The biggest thing here that we have to deal with is noise ordinance.
right.
If it's louder than a Harley Davidson, you will get pulled over.
That sucks.
Okay, so Matt, put me on full screen for a second.
Hold
So
on.
this is what RAV4 sent me. All right. So the bottom one, I'm guessing that's Ant aged up.
Yeah,
That's not it.
that's
Okay.
it. That's
And we know who that is. That's
Yeah,
boosted.
that's boosted 931.
hold on.
That doesn't look like Ant to me, though. Go back to the bottom.
I
That's
wonder if
Ant.
that's on gone at 60. I think that.
That's Ant, man. That's definitely Ant.
All right. So
Yeah.
there's freaking boosted.
That's
I don't know who
RJ.
the hell this is.
Stupid fast truck.
Oh my
What?
God. Oh.
Is that
That's
Mike?
Boss
Mike,
Man.
you in the
That's
house?
boss man.
All right, and then we got one more. We got a couple more. Hold on. Oh no, it was just one more. It was me.
Oh my God.
RAV4, you ain't right, bro. You ain't right. You shouldn't be doing that. All right, you can take me on.
Hey,
Oh
so
my God. Let me see.
Rav,
Hey, Dennis.
RAV4, what was that 2049 picture
No,
you
no.
were talking about thing?
Desmond and Mike, stupid fast.
That's what I just showed. For blue
he's
right there.
making
That's in 24. That's us in 2049.
Yeah,
I
he's
was reading
making-
messages, so I didn't see it. My bad.
Just saying. It don't look like you, though. No.
Oh wait, was that Karma?
It don't look like you. No, that's gotta be somebody.
That's Karma. That's who he said that is. That's me, Kim. He took a picture of me
Yeah,
and aged it.
it don't look like.
'Cause look, you can see the banner behind me.
You.
Trust me, that's me. Look at the glasses. Look at the hat. That's me.
But I'm
Let me
saying
see
it
that
don't look
again.
like you.
All right, hold
It
on.
don't look like you. The
Was
feature.
it 28 more years?
Put it on full one more time, Matt. Sorry.
Where's Carmine?
Karma was right underneath me. That's me. That's my glasses. That's the hat I was wearing that day. You can clearly see the banner in the
I
background.
mean, your banner's behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it don't look like.
And then this is Car Mob.
That's Car Mob. Okay, I thought that
Oh,
was
wow.
Mike's Stupid Fast.
Hey, can you get to the Instagram post?
Oh my
Who are
God.
the other ones?
Is it boosted?
Yeah, and then that's boosted.
Boosted.
Can you get to the Instagram post? Because mine's in there.
Oh my God. He has so much time.
And then there was one other one, I think. Oh yeah, I think
Who's that?
it was Ant.
And
Yeah.
Who did all that?
Rav
Before
Four.
made you look like Whitey Bulger.
he must have a lot of time on his.
Yeah, Rav Four's got way too much time on his hands, bro. Way too much time.
Mike's Stupid Fast. I don't want him to age me either. I don't want to see that. Please don't do that to me.
That is hilarious.
Rav Four made you look like a Whitey Bulger. Yeah, I know, Victor, right? Age me, and I will be a picture of a casket. Stupid Fast Truck says. The second is Car Mob. 4 Blue isn't on Instagram, so he missed this. Oh god, that's what he meant by it. Okay.
Aging people 20-something years. Some of us won't even live that long.
Well, 20,
Right.
40, yeah, 20 years, yeah, 25, 27 years.
27 years.
Oh my
How
god.
old are you then?
51, 20, geez, almost 80. Hell, I guess if I look that, actually, if I'm 80 in that picture, you know what? I think I'm doing all right.
He made one of me too, but he had me like bald.
Yeah, I remember that. I saw that one on his post.
Yeah.
Yes, I saw
That's
that.
probably
I
because you're always talking about you losing your hair and shit.
It's happening, man. It's the future. Wait until, dude, the moment I see it crest this little spot right here, it's all coming off, all of it.
I got my hair cut, but I still got a full head of hair.
I got enough hair. I could do a comb over for a few years. Like,
Dude.
I try not to take
I ain't doing that.
my hat stays on.
Floor Blue looks like he's doing a, what do they call it? Jesus. What is it when you freaking go to see if somebody wants you to play in the band? An audition for freaking Europe.
right. Nah, if I start going bald, I'll shave it and I'll just wear a hat always.
This is
Because
hilarious.
I got a funny shaped head. So
Oh yeah, he was watching. I'm sure. I think Car Mob's still in here watching, right?
I
I
haven't
didn't see him in here.
Thought he was in here earlier.
I didn't see him.
Oh, my bad.
They were talking about him, but I haven't seen him.
I hate you, Four Blue Gaze, but you haven't seen it yet. Oh, so he already did you, Rev 4 Blue. He probably screenshotted you just right now. Probably just did it. I tell you, man.
Oh my God.
He's over there just.
That's scary.
Right, here you go.
So
Oh,
Coyote car guy, my
that's
4.6 4-valve swapped Fox had 410 gears and 28-inch tall tires on it, and it wasn't too bad on gas. The
What transmission?
4R70,
Yeah, that's
I
not too
love that
bad.
tranny.
As long as you got an overdrive.
Yep, I love that transmission. A lot of people don't like it, but I love that tranny.
Well, with a 410 gear, you know, you're getting the torque multiplication, even though the gear spacing is a little wide. You're gonna go. And was it naturally aspirated, or did you have boost on it?
It was naturally aspirated.
Nitrous?
No,
Oh,
No.
come on!
no.
You got to put at least a 50 or 100 shot on it.
Wait,
I don't
did
have that
Red
car anymore. I made really good money off that car.
That's nice. See a 4-valve 4.6. If you put a little better internals in it, and you know, machine shop gives it a good balance, you can spin that thing to like 7,500 RPM. If you do a good, say, run a CNC port through the heads and put some cams in it, that is a potent little motor.
Oh,
I shifted it at 72. It was
Yeah.
happy.
Stock
It was
cams.
happy. Yeah, it was
All right, hold on.
stock cams, big
for
tube,
what?
long tube headers.
I'll be back in a
Huh?
sec.
Stock for what? What cams? Out of a Cobra or a Mach 1 or
Navigator cams.
really?
Hey, real quick. Hold on, give me 1 sec. Hey, Kirill, have you not cut them out yet? He's asking me a boss question.
So
That is the-
Ford Blue Navigator cams, right? In that engine, it's going to come off the bottom strong. It's no wonder the thing took off with the with the automatic and the 410 gears.
Yeah.
The 7,200 RPM, well, you had your foot in it for a really long time. But
it wrapped really quick. My wife's truck, I've got a Navigator motor in my wife's truck with a Coyote intake on it and long tube headers on it and the SCT tune, and it will turn 7,200 too, and it's really happy.
That's brilliant.
The Navigator was a 5.4, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir. That's why I love the 4-valve 5.4s and 4.6s so well. They are alive when you let them breathe.
Well, when you take a Navigator motor, 5.4 out of a Lincoln, that's a heavy vehicle. This thing's tuned for a heavy vehicle, and you put it in a Fox body, right? Still, the engine is going to behave the way it wants to. It's going to want to come off the bottom because of the way the cams are. And you don't move them; you just leave them. You time it.
Later, Primo.
There's no VVT, and that's a strong motor to have in a Fox body.
Well, the 5.4's in my wife's F-150. The Navigator motors in my wife's F-150.
Mavstang, who you asking?
The 4.6 4-valve was in my Fox body with Navi cams.
You ever think about putting a 5.4 in a Fox body?
So I had the 5.4 that is in my wife's truck was in my Fox, and I was going to put a turbo on it, and then I got the option to buy the GT500 motor. So I took the wore out Navigator motor out of my wife's truck, put my low mileage motor in her truck, and then I put the GT500 motor in my Fox.
So your Fox was already set up for the taller deck. You had the exhaust. Mm-hmm. You were ready to just drop it in. Half the problems were solved.
Yeah, I had Cobra headers on it. I had 0304 Cobra headers on it with the regular 5.4. And then when I went and redid my wife's truck, I took and put the motor in her truck. I cut up the 0304 Cobra headers. And then I ordered headers for her truck, and I cut them up, and I built long tube headers, 1 3/4 long tube headers for her truck. So if you haven't seen, so I have a Navigator 5.4 Coyote intake, 1 3/4 long tubes in a 07 F-150 4x4. I relocated the gas tank. I put true 3-inch X-pipe dual exhaust tailpipes all the way out the back. So it doesn't all cross over, and the exhaust doesn't go on the passenger side. I actually moved it and ran it like a Mustang.
Hey, what's up, Sabino? I didn't know Sabino came in.
Hey, 5-0 Primo, have a good night, man.
Yeah, have a good night, 5-0.
Take it easy, Primo. So, does your car meet the noise ordinance that you were talking about before?
So we got guys out here that run, what do they call, bullet mufflers, and they get away with it. But I'm not a fan of the bullet muffler sound or the MagnaFlow sound, so I run the loudest that I've personally gotten away with is like Super 10 Flowmasters.
That's RAV4. Okay.
So
RAV4. Flowmasters.
I run Flowmaster mufflers on everything.
Yeah, I like them. That's a Fox body thing. You know, that's
RAV4. Are you ready to see yourself at 2043? Put me on full screen, Matt. All right, so we got RAV4, we got David Martin, and hold on, there's a few others. All right, so here's 4Blue.
Oh shit! I see it. I see it. Hang on. Hold that up there for a second.
Huh?
Hold that up there for a second. They aged me 28 years.
Oh, wow.
They aged me 28 years.
Okay, hold on.
Thank you. That's pretty cool.
Here's Brailsford.
My wife says I'm still cute.
This is Brailsford. Okay.
Oh my God.
Creepy thing is, it looks like my uncle.
Which
Here's,
one? The one of
Silverback.
me?
No, the one of me looks like my uncle.
That's Silverback.
That's Silverback, yeah.
That
All
fits.
And then here we go. Probably the best, David Martin.
Right on.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
All right, you can take me out. Oh my god, that was good. There you go.
Bring up Sabino's comment.
I had a
Sabino,
99 GT in high school with the 5.4. That would have been a 2-valve, probably
that's right.
swapped.
That's what I'm thinking. It's a 2-valve. I doubt it's a 3-valve. Was it a 2-valve? Probably.
Yeah, it would not have been a 3-valve because they didn't, unless it would have been swapped.
It would have. I mean, it had to be a swap. They didn't have a 5.4.
Yeah, she probably
No,
sent
they
that.
never. Yeah, the only
No, I'm
the
gonna do
only
this one.
Cobra
The-
did, but that was
How did you send this?
the only Cobra that came with
So
the
I have to
5.4 was the Cobra.
the Cobra R.
Yeah, the 2000 Cobra R.
Yeah.
Whoops, Bruce. What the hell is a whooped Bruce Willis howling?
You click on it like this.
Like somebody whipped Bruce Willis's ass.
Each one?
I mean, I guess so. Sure.
Yeah, it was a
There you go.
2-valve.
It's for you, bro, sir.
So there's something
What's up,
about
Mad Frank?
a Fox body has to have Flowmasters. 1-chamber or 2-chamber Flowmasters, period. That's
I agree.
all through the Fox body time, because my first Fox body was a 1982 Mustang, right? GT. So
Serial killer.
every Fox body that anybody in town, anybody who had one, everybody changed their exhaust. Everybody put Flowmasters on them. Everybody. There was like, what was the point in doing anything else? If you weren't looking at the road and you heard one go by, you knew what it was.
Right.
Tell by the sound, you knew that a Fox body just drove by. It's got Flowmasters on it. Everybody
Right.
had them. Oh, I had them. I had a couple of different Fox bodies with Flowmasters. They sounded so good.
Right.
So here's my
So-
opinion on that, okay? Now, like, say if you have somebody that has a Coyote swapped Fox body, I would not use that exhaust. For me, exhaust almost should be not engine specific, but if it's a Coyote, you know, you want a Borla on there, you want a Roush on there, you want freaking something modern. If
Why?
it's a older motor, like what Street Fox does and those other guys, you know, and MJI and all them, then yes, I think those sound really good on there.
Have you not heard a mod motor or a Coyote with Flowmasters?
No.
They sound great.
They sound fucking amazing. Sorry, but I don't. Is your language a problem on yours, Relsford's?
I don't know, dude. I don't really care.
Well,
Okay.
The Flowmasters sound all right, but the Corsas sound so much better with the
That's
Coyotes.
the other one I
So
forgot.
loud, though.
here's the thing:
Yeah,
is
exactly.
that during the Fox body period, you didn't have the choices that you have now. You know what I'm saying? Flowmasters had just come out somewhere in the early 80s, and it was the craze. Like, what do you mean you were thinking about getting something else? There was no anything else. It was 2 or 1-chamber Flowmasters. Now,
Sabino nailed it.
with Borla and all the other companies, it's like these other companies, they jumped in and tuned all kinds of stuff. There are exhaust systems that have no mufflers at all. You know,
Ford Tech and Ford Blue. You guys are just old farts set in your ways. That's what you
No,
are.
okay, so like Howland just said that he had Flowmasters on his 97 Cobra and it had a unique sound. It doesn't quite sound like Flowmasters
You're
on it.
2043.
And it doesn't sound like it almost sounds like the mixture between a spaceship and a lion screaming at you. It is just a wild freaking sound.
yeah.
My wife's truck has Super 44s on it with 3-inch and an
Oh, yeah.
X pipe, and it sounds absolutely amazing. And
Flowmasters
that's what I'm.
I just want to say that Flowmasters on a pushrod motor, no matter what it is, no matter how many cubic inches that you pull off, that was the sound of the 80s. I mean, that was what everybody wanted to have. But things change, you know, with the mod motors and stuff. And I don't even know. Like, I don't really play around with exhaust too much. I still got the stock exhaust on my car because I got to keep it quiet in my community here, you know.
Right.
Hey, Kirill, I was actually looking at CJ Abad in the Boss Group. He was selling his AWE exhaust for a bargain. And I was actually looking at it, but I'm buying the Calimer Stage 3 instead, so that's why I didn't pull the trigger on that. But I like AWE on the Bosses. They sound good.
Look at Frank's comments.
I don't know if I've ever heard AWEs.
It's pretty new.
And then
Look at
don't
Frank's
forget.
comments.
So, yeah, he said
I'm
in the
trying to get-
90s too.
No, Frank said,
said
don't
Mac.
forget about the Mac exhaust. I have 3-inch on my orange Mustangs. Sound a lot like Flowmasters. The Mac exhaust.
Yeah,
Oh,
Max,
yeah. They're two chambers steel mufflers are almost the same.
pretty
So
much.
are the Cherry Bomb XXs or Extremes or something, and Magnaflow even offers one now that's based off of the Flowmaster. There's a bunch of them now
Yeah,
because Flowmaster released the patent or whatever.
that's right.
AWE sounds good.
They make some of the other companies make higher quality mufflers that'll last longer. Than Flowmasters didn't last very long. After a few
Well, they
years,
offer stainless steel ones now too, though.
yeah, now they got better ones.
Hmm.
You know, things have changed. I happen to like Magnaflow. That's the company that I think some of the stuff that they make has a good sound to it. But I'm not one to like loud stuff anyway. You know, I like stuff that's kind of not too loud. I grew up at about 15 years ago, 20 years ago.
Who was it that
I wanna
said
put
the
a-
comment
I
about
wanna
the
put a
NASCAR
suit-
race?
I want
Sabino.
to put a Super 10 on my MGB.
Yeah,
I have
Sabino,
one.
you're
I'll
right.
send you for
NASCAR,
free.
NASCAR is crazy loud.
I'll do it. I'll put a Super 10 on here.
Alan 573 makes a good point. The MBRP exhaust does sound very good.
Oh,
They're
They
like-
sound good on the S550s. They sound incredible.
They sound a little bit like a glass pack.
like deformed.
They're
The
loud
hell?
as shit on the S550s.
So
Super 10s on the 2011. Wow.
Ford.
So my-
okay.
my race car I bought all the exhaust for it already. It's got 2-inch primary tubes, 3.5-inch collectors.
It's up, Modern Muscle.
It's got
Drew, what's
3.5-inch
going on, man?
exhaust, 3.5-inch X pipe, and I've got it set up for 2 different ways because it's all V-band, and I wanted it because I will drive it on the street too. It's got 3.5-inch Super 40s series. They're 3.5s, which Flowmaster just released. So they're 3.5 in, 3.5 out, and I will run 3.5-inch tailpipes all the way the back bumper on that car. But it's a V-band setup, so I will be able to just drop the exhaust for when I go to the racetrack. I can drop the exhaust, pull the tailpipes, and put the bullets on it with dumps on it. Yeah.
Right.
So it's all a V-band setup, and it's just a little small block.
Yeah, see, I saw somebody, I think it was Sabino, said that Flowmasters sound good after they rot out or something. What did he say?
They
Later,
get loud.
Victor. Have a good night. Victor's phone's dying.
Oh,
Later,
I missed
Victor.
that comment.
Yeah, look at Rav4's comment.
Which one?
It was Rav4 who said that?
Any car sounds good.
As long as it's not a GT500 lime green.
Yeah.
Everybody, please hit the like button if you haven't, or the dislike button if you don't like me. That's cool too.
Take it easy, Victor.
Later, Victor.
Super 44 sound good. They're very deep. I like those.
So I'm a big fan of the Flowmaster sound, and so there's something different about the exhaust. So back in the 80s and 90s, they weren't really, everybody was still running H pipes back then. So I run X pipes on everything, and I run the true straight across X pipes too. They don't come into each other and curve out. I run the straight across 45 X pipes.
Yeah, I think that's what I have. Like a Lethal Performance, basically just 2 pipes that go in like this.
Yeah, there's straight X,
Yep.
X. Yeah, there's no barely touching into each other crap.
No.
and it gives it a whole different sound.
Mhm.
So,
Kirill, the air. If you're talking about the Pernelli Jones cold air intake that I got, that I'd say it's worth it because it's one of the most. It's a very sought after Boss part. Like I don't remember what I paid for. I paid like $550, but I could sell it for like $700 today. Like the Boss groups will always be looking for it, even if you're running a stock tune. It's got a choke in there. It looks good. I do car shows with my kids. I recommend it. James Edwards, slow guy. Yeah, man, I'm slow, bro.
I'm slow. None of my cars run right now, so except for my stock car. So
Mustangs suck. All right, man. See you later.
somebody say Mustangs suck.
Why did
Yeah,
you
it's
come in
okay.
here? You came in here just to say that?
That's okay. It is what it is.
MJ83,
Wow.
what's going on?
Sounds like you might be riding a penis. Damn.
Yeah,
Come
so what's
into a
going on,
mu-
MJ?
Come
What's up,
into a
MJ?
Mustang stream and say Mustangs suck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's silly. I don't know
You
why
just-
people say stuff like that.
That's why. Well, you just don't.
Well,
Just,
you know what? He's still in here. He's trying to get everybody riled up.
Yeah,
Nobody
so
is
I'm
going to
just-
get riled up from stuff like that. This Chevy
No.
Ford stuff. That stuff's over with. Stupid Fast asked me a question there. You see that, Matt?
Al, did you read the Jones first?
Pernelli Jones. No, I never used those.
That's so hard.
Use what?
The Pernelli Jones Firestone tires.
Oh,
Guys, believe it or not, I haven't really done all that much. You know, I mean, I could talk about all the Fox bodies and stuff that I had. That was years ago. What I do now is just my 18, and all I did, I had to put another motor in it because my stock motor blew. But all I did was put a Whipple on it, stage 2. You know, it's a 10-speed car with a 355, and had an aggressive tune put in it, and I'm out running 1008, which my car will definitely run a 9 because I did an 1/8 mile at 642 at 112. So if you look at that, you know that it's going to run a 10. It's going to run a 9. I just got to get out to the 1/4 mile. Other than that, I mean, the Killer Chiller was the thing. Even my tuner told me, he says, as much tuning as he's done over the years, because he first tuned with SCT, and now he's off on his own doing tuning, and he also tunes Festida. He knows what he's doing, and he said the Killer Chiller was always that thing that you heard about and heard all the things about it, but nobody actually had it. And I decided to do it because a friend of mine in California that I was talking to, he said he was going to do it. I'm like, well, what's a Killer Chiller? I don't even know what that is. And he explained it to me, and I'm like, okay, well, let me put that on the car because I'm in Florida, and I really need that. And,
Hold on, car guy. Hang on just a second, please. Ford Tech Mustang is so good that the Chevy guys put Chevy motors in them. That's because that's Ford. The Fords don't need the LSs and the Chevy motors to go fast. The Chevy motors and the LSs need Fords to go fast. You guys are doing Ford mods to your Chevy motors so you can actually compete with us.
Ford Blue, let me expand on that a little bit, okay? During the Fox body era, okay, you could not touch a Fox body. I don't care what the Chevy guys had. The Fox bodies were untouchable because they were 400 pounds lighter than any, Buick Regal or Chevelle or whatever they had. The Mustangs, the Fox bodies had it over the Chevrolets, period.
Yep.
I knew a guy back then who bragged about the small block Chevy. You could get any heads you want. You could get any block you want. You could build a 377. You could build a small block 400. You could build a 383. You could do all the stuff that you couldn't do with a 302 or a 351. But we had the Fox body, okay?
Yep.
So no matter what the Chevy guys could do, they had a really hard time if they could outrun a Fox body. I used to outrun big block Chevelles, 454 Chevelles, with my 82 Fox body with a 351 Windsor that ran on pump gas. Okay? Today, Chevy guys are putting LS motors in Fox bodies. So that's a classic case of you can't beat them, join them.
Yep.
And that's what they've done. So when you see guys putting Chevy motors in Fox bodies, that's because Ford had it on them since 1979 when they first came out, or 78 with the Fairmont, with the Fox body chassis. Even the Thunderbirds, even the small Thunderbirds that they used to run in NASCAR, they were Fox bodies. They were fast. So, you know, this guy in here, James Edwards, coming in here with this nonsense.
Hey, Al, you just got it, dude. We move on.
Yeah,
we don't tolerate it. Like, I just eventually, whatever. I'm just gonna let him do his thing. Let him do his thing.
Hey, it's watch hours, right?
No, you can take the 680 and modify it to do whatever you want.
Yeah, I mean, man, he's in here. He's in here supporting my channel, watching me, and I appreciate it, James Edwards. You keep being you, bro.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I don't want to be too tough on the guy, Matt, because that's part of this. Rivalries make things happen, you know.
Oh my God, that was good.
But for as long as I've been around, Ford Gage seems to know the history behind a lot of this stuff.
That's all I
don't even know who James Edwards is. I know he's been in other people's chats. I got to answer some questions real quick. Sorry. So Kirill asks, how many react to people asking when you're adding boost? I tell them, I've got 2 kids and another on the way. So whenever I hit the lottery, I don't know. I'll be when I'm lucky. I don't know. The next car is mine, so I'll either have a choice to buy a new car or I can put boost to the boss. I'm not sure what I'll do.
Boost to the boss.
Yeah, I'll probably buy a truck, honestly. Hold on. Yeah. And then MJI, the plate, man, the plate came pretty quick. If you've gotten your proofs already, it's not too much longer after the proofs are made. All right, sorry. Y'all still slow as AF, though. Man, you got some sweet grammar, bro.
So James Edwards, I don't want to be too tough on you. Thanks for coming into the chat. We want you here. You don't have to like our stuff, and maybe we don't like your stuff, and we'll talk all kinds of stuff, and that's all right. So don't take it the wrong way, because Matt's right. We shouldn't be too tough on you.
No, dude, he's a troll for sure. But I don't really care. He can do his thing and keep doing his thing. Whatever. Thanks for the watch hours, bro.
Yeah, and he says he's giving you the meat and cheese, if you know what that means.
Yeah, thanks.
That was with you, Sublime, the meat and cheese guy, or whatever that was.
That was G Funk.
That was Funky.
G Funk, the artist formerly known as G Funk.
Right.
Yeah, he's not G Funk anymore.
Yeah.
He's Funky 5-0.
It's street slang for meth.
That's too bad.
Coyote Car Guy, that Koenigsegg car that you looked at, that one video you did?
Yeah, yep.
So on one of my streams, one of my followers, who actually I follow too, he had asked, was the Koenigsegg engine, it is a Ford engine, correct? It is a 32 valve 4.6, isn't it, with twin blowers?
That car, I'm going to have another video on that. Okay, I just been too lazy to put it together. The engine in that car is like a Mach 1 motor or a 2001 Cobra motor, not the Terminator engine, but it's a 32 valve Cobra motor, which more resembles a Mach 1 motor. Okay, but it's been totally. I'm told that Koenigsegg actually recast that block. It's the same casting. Like they got the mold from Ford and they cast it themselves. So it's not like they placed a call to Ford and say, "Send me the block." I think the early ones were, but the one that I did was not, and I did not mention it in the video because I didn't know.
Okay.
But my tuner, James, actually worked for SCT when Koenigsegg had SCT tuning on those cars, right?
Huh.
Okay.
So my tuner knew all about it. He knew all about it and put a whole bunch of information in my head, much of which I it's hard to comprehend it, no less repeat it. But if it isn't a Ford motor, it's a recast version of an exact duplicate of the 32 valve aluminum block Ford motor.
Okay.
Like a Mach 1. Thing is, it's got a different crank. It's stroked to 4.7 liter. So different rods, different pistons. The heads are Cobra 32 valve heads that have a
So
CNC.
are they the B head or the C head? First gen or second gen?
The second gen. They didn't use
Okay.
the first one because the first one was no good.
Okay.
They ran into valve guide problems or something like that. They started ticking and making noise.
Okay.
But the second one is the one that they used, and they ran a CNC port through it. They had a CNC program to run through the heads. And I got some close-up look of underneath the valve covers of that motor when I get around to posting that video. It's got different valve springs in it. You can see the cams. Like you can see a whole bunch of things about how it's the Ford motor, but how they changed it.
Okay.
The intake manifold, it's got twin Rotex centrifugal superchargers on the damn thing.
Oh,
Right
my
on.
God.
And it's got the upgraded superchargers and making 1,200 horsepower. It's
Right
sick.
on. Yeah, those cars are pretty sick. I really like them. I mean, but he was asking about the engine, and I told him I was 90% sure that they were Ford based, but I wasn't sure that they were actual Ford. And he said that he had thought he's seen or read somewhere that the first gen Koenigsegg was a Ford motor.
He's
But
correct.
we weren't sure about the second gen.
Yeah, they switched over at some point, and I think the 2008 Koenigsegg that I did the video of is the newer one. I just didn't know it when I videoed it. No
Okay.
fucks given.
You got a question, Al, below?
Wait a second. Thoughts on moving away from the 5.2 flat plane crank? Moving away from it?
On Ford, moving away from that engine.
Well, the flat plane crank, that's a good way to make top end horsepower, but they're really kind of soft off the bottom.
And
You have
vibration.
to rev them. If that had a cross plane crank, like if you had a naturally aspirated version of Matt Sublime's engine out of the GT500, that would actually be a great motor with a cross plane crank. So them moving away from it, I think that they just kind of said, okay, we did it, it's done, we're just going to move on.
Yeah.
They're kind of just moving into other things, and pretty much we're going to see a lot of electric stuff. I got to tell you something, guys. I got a friend who works in Michigan. Sometimes I think to make videos out of this stuff, but I can't find a way to actually do it, so I don't say anything. But I'm told that Ford's working on a 4.7 liter V8 for use in future Mustangs. And I'm told that this engine has been, tested in every possible configuration that you could imagine. Different bore, different stroke, 2-valve, 3-valve, 4-valve heads, VIVCT, dual phasers like a 3-valve, or actually dual phasers like my Escape, that it's dual overhead cam, but there's only 2 phasers and they move the cams in sync. I'm told that they've tried it with DI and without DI. I've been told that they've tested it with only DI, like the Gen 6 Camaros, like the LT motors. I'm told that they tested this thing every which way, 10-to-1 compression, 11-to-1 compression, 12, 13-to-1. You name it, they've tested it, and now they've settled in on this 4.7 liter configuration. And I'm told that the thing is so efficient that they have, I'm speculating here, but you know how the new Ford Escape with the 3-cylinder engine has ways to shut cylinders off and stuff? That technology is in the 4.7.
Well, yeah, they've been having, so Chevy's been having issues. A lot of Chevy and Dodge use that, and they're having, like, once those motors have been hitting like 100K miles,
yeah,
the wear's been like uneven, and they've been having some serious problems once they get a little older.
Well, let's pay attention to what the new Escape does with the new 3-cylinder engine.
He's got to go to work in the morning too, so he won't be on long. Okay.
So that's I don't even know why I started saying that, but I think it spun off the Koenigsegg question, but I got a video. I should put that together. I got two videos I got to put together. One is a
Robert.
A 720S McLaren that we put an exhaust on, and the other is the Koenigsegg. The Koenigsegg, it needed valve cover gaskets, man. You should have seen what it was like to try to get the valve covers off of that thing. You had to it's like a Formula One car. You had to take the whole back of the car apart just to get the engine to drop down so that the valve covers could lift off, And then we put a Boning exhaust on it. We talk about Flowmasters and shit. Those cars, Boning, I've never heard of that. I don't even know what that is. But really cool shit.
Mm.
Yes, James Edwards, that is a lime green GT500 in the background.
Wait, take the comment off the board for a second.
Hold on, I'm on that screen. Give me a second.
Okay, we're good.
So, James Edwards, you like the GT500?
I'm
put
sure.
Put that up against the Z01. Let's see what happens. The ZL1's not a bad car. The problem with it is that the blower is too.
So I honestly, I never was a Ford guy at first. I'm still really not. I like all of them. I like all the big three, man. I could drive any of the 3 top muscle cars. I really do. I don't care. I just happen to really like I really do like my boss, so I drive him. So
a red eye, a ZL1, or a 500, you can't go wrong.
So there you go, James. You see, there's hope for this guy. See, when he says something like that, that means he's not all bad. That actually means he's a good guy because he can say something like that. I know Chevy guys that would never say something like that. Even if they know it, they wouldn't say it. It's like some kind of thing in their head that they just got to kind of always say bad things about Fords.
Yeah.
If you're a Chevy guy that could say something good about a Ford, dude, you're a friend of mine. I got no problem with you. You're all right.
But have any of y'all? I don't know what he said.
So I still like. There is one of the newer Chevy's GM products that I like, which they quit making. I like the 05 to 8 or whatever GTO.
You're the man. The GTO.
That's the only Chevy of the newer ages. All right, so I like the Holdens. It's crazy. I like several of the Holdens, but I don't like the Corvettes, and I don't like the new Camaros because now you take the new Camaro and you put the Firebird or the Trans Am body kit on it. I love it, but with the Camaro body kit, I don't like it.
Yeah, he's saying in the 8 Ford Tech.
The new Challengers, they don't look proportional to me, so I don't like it. The Chargers in my brain are 2-door, so I automatically don't like it because it's 4-door. I don't like it because it's 4-door, and I'd quit liking the Mustangs if they made them 4-door.
Shoot, dude, I like the Charger. I would love a Charger as a family car.
My kids are grown and gone, so I don't have to like it.
That company that takes the Camaro and makes a Firebird out of it and a GTO out of it, they're in Tallahassee, Florida. I'm in Southwest Florida, so they're like north of me. I was at Bradenton Speedway last year, and one of those Trans Ams was at the track, and I have a video of it up on my Instagram. So I seen videos of that car, and I seen pictures of that car, and I've read things about that car in person. When you see the black Trans Am built off of a Gen 6 Camaro, it was stunning. I stood there and looked at it, and I'm like, oh, let me get my camera. Let me get some video of it. We were just leaving.
Al, I saw those. I know exactly what you're talking about. Those things are incredible. And they had 3 versions of those that you could have built. They had like a 700 horsepower one, a 900 horsepower one, and a 1,000 plus horsepower one.
The problem with them is they're like $200,000.
Exactly. Yeah. But I mean, they're total custom fabbing it. I mean, and they're doing a good job of it. So I kind of see it. Yeah,
And my
kinda see
dad
it.
brainwashed me as a Chevy guy. And then I grew up and realized that there was other things. And, you know, in high school, one of my friends, his dad had a 69 Roadrunner with a 426 Hemi, dual fours, and a 4-speed. And I forgot about Chevrolet. That's when I forgot about Chevrolet. At that point, if it wasn't a gasser with the big block, it didn't matter unless it was a Hemi car. So,
So that question that's up here, I'm sorry to interrupt you. That's a good question, Ford Gage. What's your thoughts on the staggered versus square setups?
On bores and strokes, is that what he's talking about?
No, he's talking about tires. He's talking about tires.
Rims and
Oh,
tires.
if he's talking about tires, I'm a big fan of bigs and littles, so I try to put bigs and littles on everything.
Yeah, but he's got a boss. So man, if you're trying to track her, I'd probably go squared. You might have to put a spacer in there.
I would. So I'm a fan of those new S197s and the S550s with like a 11-inch wheel in the back and like a 9.5-inch wheel in the front, personally. But I like the look of a lip in the back. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my personal opinion. And my opinion don't mean shit.
Well,
I would say that.
Everybody's got what they like with their car. I think square versus staggered depends on how you're going to use the car. If you're out on the track and you got a Mustang, you want it to be like a PP2 or a GT350 or even a new Mach 1 with the suspension set kit in it. Because if you're going to be hitting the curves, you need the big tires in the front too.
Right.
If you're drag racing in it, well, obviously you want staggered. You want a small tire in the front as you can. Yeah. Or if you're street driving it, then a staggered setup is probably okay. The problem with staggered is that you can't rotate your tires. You know what I'm saying? So there's a practicality aspect to it also. There's two things others I wanted to pick up on before the subject changes too much is I like those GTOs from 05 and 06 also. I had an 03 Cobra back then. I didn't like my 03 Cobra. I didn't like shifting it. I didn't like the stiff suspension. I didn't like the ergonomics inside the car. I got into an 05 GTO, and I'm like, man, I like this. 400 horsepower, comfortable, drove like a plush sedan. That was
get down when you stand on it.
Yeah, and they were pretty quick too. So that was one of those times where I was willing to get rid of my Ford for a GM product. Not too many times in history I was willing to do that, but that was a time that I was willing to do that. Now the Mopar, somebody else said something about it.
Old school Mopar is fucking. It's
shit.
Pretty righteous.
In the 60s, it was unbelievable the stuff what Mopar was coming out with. Now I wasn't there. I'm too young for that. Okay, but when I did get my license several years later, those cars were still around. I knew a guy who had a 426 Hemi. I knew a guy who had a 426 Max Wedge. Did you ever see the Mopar? I think it's a 426 Cross Ram that it's got those big long intake manifolds that puts the carburetors by the shock towers.
The 330 Super Stock. Yep, I know that car.
Check out this car. Check out this car that freaking.
How could you not like that?
That car had acid-dipped aluminum fenders and hood on it, and had that car was factory lightened for tearing asses up.
I stumbled on a 68 Barracuda a few months ago in front of a shop. What you got there, Brelford?
This is what Stupid Fast just sent me. Check out this boss with a turbo kit here. This is the first picture that you see when it pops up. Look at the front bumper.
That's the thing is, where do they exit the exhaust?
The best place, right out the fender.
Right out the bumper.
I was right.
That's awesome.
That's perfect. I love it. Oh yeah. Let everybody know that you're going to kick their ass.
Guys, on my channel, I have a video up I put up like last year of a Gen 2. Oh, it's a oh Jesus. I think it's a 16. It's a 16, a Grabber Blue 16 Mustang that has a built motor. He's still running coolant through it, but he's got the bores all strengthened, sleeved, fully built 6R80. It's got a two-piece Roadrunner intake manifold on it, stock throttle body, and I don't know if he's got cams in it. I think he's still on the stock cams. He's got an 86 millimeter single turbo on it, out the bumper, just like that. And it made something like 1,200 horsepower to the rear wheels.
Did you see Mav's thing? He said never mess with a Coyote that don't have tailpipes.
Hey, Kirill, I like the new Mach 1. I mean, I think it's expensive, but I would love to drive a Coyote with a Tremec on it. I wouldn't want the 10-speed. I think that's a waste of money. It's just kind of like a the performance pack almost.
Tony 1992 has a Tremec in his car, right? He's got a Whipple 2.9 on it. It's a Gen 2, not a Gen 3. Yeah. But he pulled the MT82 in favor of a Tremec. And what he found was that the gear spacing in the Tremec doesn't work that good, even with a 373 rear, because it's close ratio, where the MT82 was wide ratio. So
I'm excited to see the. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on you, Al.
No, it's okay. It's wide ratio, so he now put a 456 gear in it. You see, so now he's going to get out of the hole. I think he's going to go to Ford Takeover now with a car. If it grips, and he gets used to driving it, launch it, because a stick car takes a little practice to get to launch it. So once he gets used to that, that car is going to fly. With the
he put 456s in it, didn't he?
Yep. He pulled the 373 for a 456, not 410, 456. Yep. So that car is going to fly. I've had that experience playing with gears in the past. You go to a 456. I don't know what first gear is in the Tremec. Do you know, Ford Gage?
What fourth gear is?
First gear.
First gear is okay. So one of them has like a 328, and one has a 278 gear or something like that.
He don't have the 328. He don't have the low one. He's got the tall one.
So it's like a 278 gear or something, maybe.
Yeah.
Because I know they have a couple of different ones. They have a couple of different trainings, so I don't know which. I haven't messed with some of the newer stuff myself.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I gotta make a quick phone call. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay.
Don't threaten us.
Don't threaten us. Holy.
I'm excited to get my transmission. It's got the G-force gears, and I was looking at Calimer's page about everything they put in those things.
287, MJ says. See, that's similar to an MT82. Okay, now the 266, that makes sense to me. I think that's the one he has.
Yeah.
Because his first gear got taller, and he was either spinning coming out of the hole or bogging, one or the other. He couldn't get it in.
And he's got a big tire on the back too, don't he? Don't he have like a 28.5 by 11 or something?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Robert Keene,
something like that.
Robert Keene, I don't think they should have called it a Mustang. I think they should have called it the Mach 1, but I would love one. I would drive it to work every day and not ever have to do maintenance ever again on a daily driver.
So I want to give my thoughts about the four-door Mustang. I'll get to you, Kirill, in a second. Let me talk about the four-door Mustang. Ford, since they released the 64 Mustang, has been trying to find a way to market a four-door Mustang. If you look at the renderings that have been put out since the very beginning of Mustang, there has been rendering after rendering after rendering, and the public
four-door and wagon.
And wagon, that's right.
Oh, I like the wagon. I've seen some wagon ones, and I think they look cool.
Yep. And the public
I'd rock a wagon.
The public rejected the idea, and Ford could never figure out
every time.
Here's the thing with this Mach-E. People don't like that they calling it a Mustang. I get that. But they did. And that's how they figured out how to build a four-door Mustang, wagon, crossover, whatever you want to call it. Because our Mustangs are Gen 3s. We're so focused on the Gen 3s that they say, okay, we're going to build an electric cars. We're going electric. We're doing this. So they build a four-door Mustang. Nobody's paying attention to that right now. The public isn't even thinking about it. Ford pulled a quick one on all of us because for all those years, dating all the way back to the mid-'60s, Ford's been wanting to do this, and it isn't until recently that they figured out a way to do it. We're not even looking at that right now. We don't like it. We're all saying, oh, no, they should have did this. They should have did that. Ford knew exactly what they were doing.
Yep.
They released, finally, the four-door Mustang.
Well, they're going to turn it into its own brand. It's going to be like Hyundai spun the Genesis off. The Genesis is now its own make. So the Mustang, I think, is going to be a make here soon. They're going to maximize profits from that make.
That could
very well be so too.
You know, the world changes, and then so that's my take on it. So Carol Lacrone, did I say that right? Ask me a question.
Carol, if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, man, I apologize. Yeah, he was asking you what kind of transmission you think will go on the 4.7.
Well, Ford has now, they have the 10-speed, they also have an 8-speed, and they also have a 9-speed. So it's all going to depend on whether they're combining that with electric motors or not, or if it's just going to be a standalone engine. It might be it could be any one of those. It all depends on how they tune it. They could also release it with a manual. You know, they could come out with new manuals now. We could see 7-speed automatics. Who's got a 7-speed manual? I think Chevrolet has that.
The Bronco has it.
The Bronco.
Doesn't does the C7 have it? I thought the C7 has a 7-speed.
I thought so too. Yeah.
Yeah, the C7 has this. No, wait. I think the C7. Oh, the C7. I'm sorry. I thought you said the C8. I said the C8.
Isn't that 8-speed or some shit?
Yeah, it's an 8-speed DCT.
So
I think
Stupid Fast Truck is remembering the Probe. You guys remember the Ford Probe?
Yeah, the Ford almost died over that one.
Guys, I did a video about that when I first started my channel. I did a vlog about how Ford screws things up. Okay, so who knows about the Edsel? You know about that? Anybody?
I remember the Edsel.
Yes.
The one thing about the Edsel that I can tell you that I bet half of you don't know is the Edsel FE heads are the only set of heads that were basically CNC machined.
I didn't know that.
All the ports were cut exactly. They were all machined exactly the same.
So, well, that's an interesting engineering point. From a sales standpoint, the car was a complete failure.
Yeah.
And the Ford executives were telling Ford, don't build this car. Don't build this like this. Nobody's going to buy it. Nobody's going to want to pay for it. You know,
right?
They invested so much money that they thought that this, I don't know, luxury, personal, I forget what they call it, because I don't even really know the details. Got somebody that's a lot older than I am told me the story. Of course, I knew about it, but somebody told me the story in detail. And Ford executives, I don't know if Lee Iacocca was with them yet. I don't think so. But
well, it almost killed the Mustang because they were scared to pull the trigger on it after that.
That's true. That's another point. The Edsel was just a total failure, and the executives told Ford not to do it. Ford, he was an ego guy. He was like an egomaniac. Whenever he wanted to do something, he did it. He didn't listen to anybody. And a lot of things that they did were failures. He should have listened to these other people because the car market was not primed for that kind of car. The other car manufacturers were building other stuff. They were successful, and Ford wanted to build this Edsel, and it just fell flat on its face. History speaks for itself. Stupid Fast Truck brings up the Probe. Ford's gonna stop building the Fox body in 1986 or 85, I forget. and they were going to build a front-wheel drive 4-cylinder car, 2-door, to replace the Fox body. Now, I don't know how.
I thought that's when they were ending the '93 Mustang.
Hey, later, Frank. Man,
Was it
take
that
care.
year?
Thanks for
Was it
dropping by,
93?
man.
I'm pretty sure it was going to be the new '94 Mustang, and that's how we ended up with the SN95.
I thought it was somewhere in, before they went to the Aero look in '87.
You might be right.
Yeah, but the public went nuts on Ford. They went crazy on Ford. You can't stop building the Fox body. Imagine if Ford actually went through with that. Now, look at what the Fox bodies are. They're more popular than the 57 Chevys, right? 57 Chevy was known as the most popular car ever built. Now look back at what's the most popular car ever built. It's the Fox body. And Ford wanted to stop building it. I mean, that's how stupid they are. You could build your 4-cylinder car, and the truth of the matter is the Ford Probe, in terms of its acceleration and its efficiency and all of that, was actually quicker than the Fox bodies, in stock form. The problem is everybody wanted the Fox body. Who gives a shit about your stupid Probe?
Well, the SHO was faster than a 5.0 Mustang stock. If it was a 5-speed SHO, it could get a 5.0 Fox body.
Yeah, but when the public wants to buy something, you keep building it.
Yep.
So they built it all the way to '93. They listened that time. It's a good thing they did. The SN95 was a car that was built. They hardly invested any money in the development of that car. The styling and some of the things about the SN95 when they first came out, not too many people liked them.
Yep.
They looked like back was really high, front was really low, and it's like we go from this Fox body to this. It's heavier.
Yeah.
It's slower. What are you guys doing?
Fatter. It's not. It
was bulbous.
The one thing it only had one thing on the Fox. It could actually turn corners pretty well. That's it.
I like them with the good. I like the ones that people put the saline body kit on them. I think they look good with that.
I mean, they did some good things with them, but they weren't going to outrun the Fox bodies. The Fox bodies outrun them. The best thing about the SN95 was that it had 4-wheel discs and 5 lug, where Fox bodies were originally engineered to be a 4-cylinder car. So there was some benefits.
The only SN95s I like are the Cobras. Period.
Yeah,
I like those two. Yeah, Cobras. I like the Cobras and the saline bodies.
I do like the Super Snake.
Hold on,
that one, that green and blue and white one came factory with the twin blowers.
442.
I like that car, but that's a special car. They only made 100 of them, and they're some super duper specialty car. So they're not.
The SN95s, I think, started to grow on people after a while. At first it was a shock because it was so different than the Fox body. I owned one. I had a 95. I had a lot of fun with it. But just going back to the original reason why I brought this subject up, Ford was going to stop building the Fox body and make the Probe a Mustang. Could you imagine? I mean, what would the world look like today if Ford did that?
I like that.
You know how many people wouldn't be Ford lovers? Probably.
Hey, here's a question. Kirill was asking: did the SN95 come with IRS, or was it just the Cobra?
The Cobra.
Nope. The Cobra, the '99 Cobra was the first year of the IRS.
Yeah, see, so a lot of people are remembering what it was like. The Cobra transmissions were weak. There was problems with them, but the '96 Cobra was actually pretty cool when they came out with that. I thought that was nice.
Yep, they took the motor out of the Lincoln Mark 8 and stuffed it in.
Dude, I like that Mark 8 though. I think that's a cool car too.
I had one of those too. Did you? I had a 97.
Several of them. Yeah, my last one was a 98. It was a collector's edition, number 151 of 508. Had the 2-tone heated seats. It had SCT tune on it. Had X pipe, and of course, it had single chamber Super 10 Flowmasters on it too.
Yeah. I have a video up on my channel of a '95 Mustang that I built up. I didn't really build it up. Like I really shouldn't call it that, but it was a 95 coupe 5.0 automatic. And you didn't see too many automatics in that. The automatics were usually in the convertibles. But this one had an automatic, and that's what I wanted. It had an AODE in it. Didn't have the 4R70W. That came out with the modular motors in the Mustangs. Yep. So the AODE had a little bit of a close ratio. So first gear was a little tall. But with the 5.0, it wasn't that bad. And I was going to put a 392 stroker in it. But I didn't want to invest that kind of money in the car. You know, I started to add up the numbers. I thought to myself, I really don't want to do this. So I sourced out a GT40P motor and played around with that, changed it a little bit and put it in. And in fact, I started buying the parts to put the 351 in it. I still have the parts. I have a set of shorty headers for a 351 for that car. Brand new, max, 1 3/4. I've got the 28-ounce flex plate that I needed for it, for the automatic. I mean, you know what, Ford Gage, I don't know if you're interested in this kind of stuff, but I got an EFI style 351 intake manifold, upper and lower, that was made by Professional Products back then. That you needed a cowl hood for it with a 351 in the car, but it's you know, it looks like a Performer RPM from back then. It's just got a lower intake manifold for a 351. I never built it. I never did it. I collected the parts and I said, no, I'm not doing this. There were too many complications, and I decided to abandon it and just stay with the 302 8.2 deck motor. And I didn't even get a stroker for it. I just got the P motor and played around and had fun for about a year and a half. But I took a ton of pictures of what I did. And I got a slideshow video on my channel if anybody wants to go over there and see that.
Hey, Robert, he's not a pit bull. He's a Preza Canario.
All right. Put me on full for a sec.
Uh-oh.
All right, so this is the Cobra that I had right before I got the Roush. Matt, you might like that. So it's got a Saleen rear bumper. It's a 96 Cobra. That's a Saleen S281 rear spoiler that had the LED third brake light going all along the middle. He painted the roof black. Those inserts right there are painted black. Hold on. Here's a couple more pics.
Yeah, Howland. He's going to be 125-pound fancy bird.
They had the Cobra R wheels, the hood the heat inserts on the hood were painted black. The roof was black.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it was a good car. Hell, this one had a lot of stuff done to it too.
I would do the wheels. I'd almost do the wheels black too, like black with like chrome ring, like the Boss.
I thought about it. Here's one more. I'm gonna check out the plate.
Nice. That's a nice car, man.
Yeah, I like it.
Actually, it's funny. They always say people go down south to buy cars. A guy from Tennessee drove up here to buy this and drove it home.
My buddy's got a black on black 98 Cobra. He's super proud of it. I've been trying to buy it from him for years. He will not come off of it.
Matt Stang asked a question.
Yeah, well, I don't have 24 grand laying around.
Matt Brelford, if you could bring that up, was there an SN95 Cobra R that had a 351 Windsor?
Yes, the 95 Cobra R Mustang had the Lightning motor in it with the Lightning intake.
Yeah, super fast. You're right. He was ahead of his time painting that roof black. That was right before the two-toned, different color top-bottom cars started coming out or started getting popular.
Ford Gage, that SN95 Cobra R with the 351.
Yes, sir.
They had to do some really fancy stuff to get that 351 to fit in.
Bolts right in.
Yeah, but the height.
No, bolts right in.
What did they have?
Right in. So no, okay. So have you seen the hood?
I'll be right back, guys.
Have you seen the Cobra hood that has the little funny louvers on the hood?
Yeah,
that's the Cobra R hood for 95.
Right. It gave more clearance for the engine.
Just to the. So it's like they took the stock fiberglass hood and put a bubble in it, and that's
Right.
basically all they did. And then when they did the hood in 96, they just smoothed that spot, because if you look at the 96, that spot's there, except it's smooth.
Right. So they needed a little bit of room because the 351 is taller.
Yeah, and the biggest problem is because I've done it. The biggest problem is where the throttle, the part of the intake that comes out where the throttle body bolts to.
Right.
That's the problem. The plenum itself isn't a problem. It's that part that comes out where the throttle body bolts to. That's the part that catches on the hood.
Yeah. So they gave it. That's what that bubble on the hood was, to clear that.
Yep. And they had a special ugly spoiler too. The
Holy
flat,
shit,
big,
dude.
tall spoiler.
Dude, I got breaking news, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to frickin' what? No.
They used the tubular stupid fast truck. They used the tubular GT40. They used the entire engine out of the Lightning engine, the GT40 engine, 351 with the flat tappet cam, the tubular GT40 intake, everything.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna need you to contain yourself unless you're gonna share.
I will. Hold on. I got to make sure it's okay to share here. Hold on.
Either share or shut up. No, I'm kidding.
either Ruby wrecked or somebody's wrecked the car.
No,
What?
neither. This is something you would never, ever, ever expect.
Who bought what?
Nobody bought nothing. Hold on.
What's he doing now? Am I muted? What's going on? You guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah,
Okay.
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 So do you know why they used the flat tappet cam in the Lightnings and the 95 Cobra R instead of a roller motor or roller cam?
I don't know. They didn't have a roller block.
No, they had a roller block. It wouldn't pass with the cam that they used. It wouldn't pass emissions, and so they grabbed a cam off the shelf and stuck that cam in there, and it passed emissions first go. So they said that's what it's getting.
Flat tap it.
Yep, and it's really close spec to the old 289 style high performance cam, except
Right.
It wasn't a solid cam, it was a hydraulic cam. It's really close spec, but it's 351 firing order, but it's really close to the same timing events and lift specs as the old 289 cam. And it passed emissions, so they sent it.
Those cams back then, geez, I'm trying to remember. Oh my goodness, I'm forgetting so much stuff.
Remember the 289 Fireball cam?
Oh yeah, the Fireball 294. I had a couple of them. That was actually a pretty potent cam for a stock engine.
Yeah.
Hey, Kirill, I've streamed the past 2 Tuesdays. My streams are actually pretty sporadic whenever there's some open time. I don't know. Maybe I'll start doing Tuesdays after one of our fellow streamers. It depends how late he goes. If he goes super late, then probably not. But I might do Tuesdays. We'll see.
MJ, I said big news alert. James Edwards bought a GT500.
Yeah.
Ford Tech Life says he's going to try to start to think, is that for me? Because I sometimes my brain just doesn't work. Hey, Boosted 931's in the house. What's up, RJ?
What's up,
Hey, what's up,
Boosted?
Boosted?
Hey, Boosted, how fast your car been in the 8?
I think it was high fives.
He's the
Hello,
fastest guy I know, man.
Is that the news?
Well,
Is that the news, Sublime?
Yes. He sent me a picture, dude. Boosted, is that picture of the active shooter? Or is that you out there stalking his ass?
We were talking about Salines before when Matt was showing us his car. I have a video. I have a video coming out. I got so much stuff. I just haven't done it.
What's up, 5 to the 10?
What's up, bud?
2002 Saline S281. Right.
Those are gorgeous. I love those cars.
Oh yeah.
Right. Now, this one is the one that they built with a blower on it.
Yep. That's
They-
why it was SC, right? SC 281.
Yep. It's got that spoiler on the back that wraps around the whole back of the car.
Yep.
It's a survivor car that somebody showed up at a dyno day. He showed up with the car. And it's, like I say, it's a survivor car, but it's been changed. It doesn't have the stock blower on it. There's a few different things about it. He's still running it on the stock calibration, but he's got this really big blower on it. So it really needs to be tuned, but it's more interesting from the standpoint that you just never see those cars anymore. You know, they didn't make that many of them. They didn't sell that many of them, and they're just kind of gone.
7 unread messages. Good lord.
Hey,
All
Boosted,
right.
man. I hope everything's good, man. Obviously, I don't think you'd be coming in here if everything wasn't okay. But
Dude, here, put me on full screen. This is the picture he sent me.
hold up. Chill. I'm gonna
Slow
need you to
your
chill.
roll. It's all right. I
He
can
put
keep it there.
himself on
What
big
what
screen.
is good? I'm not. It's because I'm not doing it on my phone. Hold on, I'm doing it on my phone. It's easier.
Dude, I don't know if that's boosted waiting to pop this guy that's on his freaking street, or if that's the
It's
actual
boot-
active shooter.
That's boosted.
He said he said he'd come running out of the house with his AR.
That's boosted.
So,
That's
yeah, you can take me off now. He said, yeah, he was talking to the cops for like 3 hours. It's crazy.
Robert Keene, Building My Life show says he's got a shattered leg. Am I reading that right?
Yeah, he had a car accident a while back and he got pretty fucked up in it, and he's
Holy
been trying
shit,
to recover for a while.
Hope you're feeling better, man. What happened
man,
with
I'm
this?
feeling-
What was that all about?
there's an
He's
active
got-
shooter.
Shooter
right?
on his street.
Said, yeah, an active shooter that was on the street and he came up on his house, like on his porch or something like that. And freaking Boosted was out there ready to freaking spray this guy like a piece of Swiss cheese.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude. Holy shit is right. That was crazy.
Boosted, you're not gonna go to sleep all night, man. I'd be wired.
I would
Yeah, exactly.
things, man. I wouldn't go to sleep either. Hey, Robert Keene, man. I hope you're all right, man. Try to stay off that leg.
I had a guy try and break in my house when I was in Virginia Beach, man. That was an event.
You see, look what Boosted says. You put a taser on him? Holy smokes, man. You had some deal over there. You see that? Look at that.
He said
He
he
said
said put the
laser.
laser.
Oh, laser.
Yeah. Yeah, it means
he had the red dot on him.
He had the optic. Yeah.
All right. Sorry about that.
I'm pumped, my God. Oh my God.
He said, I told the cops I had three combat tours. I live for this shit.
Echo comes 3 times. What did they say when you said that, Boosted? I bet they got a good chuckle. Oh my God. That's funny. 3 combat tours. I live for this shit. I love it. Oh, that's awesome.
All right, guys. I think I'm going to wrap this one up.
I need
Who
to
is-
too, because the wife was in bed and I'm being a little loud, so I have to get off of here.
I know. I
Yeah.
They actually asked if I want to be a cop. He shot and killed his girlfriend because she broke up with him. Came to the wrong door. Damn house. My neighbor is a Marine vet. Oh my God, dude.
did. That's crazy.
See,
Because his
See, that's
girlfriend
not-
broke up with him?
yeah. See, I love my neighborhood because nobody's gonna shoot anyone here because there's every single house on my street is armed to the teeth, and the place where crime happens here is no military live there.
Yeah.
So who's going on live tomorrow? Wednesday.
Oh,
Ken.
Ken.
Ken. Okay.
Yeah.
Wednesday? I thought it was Thursday.
No, tomorrow's Wednesday.
Yeah, he's Wednesday or Thursday?
He's
Oh, no,
Wednesday.
he's on Wednesday. That's right.
Okay.
All right, guys. I got to wrap this one up. It's been nice hanging out with all of you guys.
Right.
Robert Keene, stay off that leg. Boosted. Keep a cool head. And we'll see you guys later, man.
All right, take care,
You have a
Al.
good night.
Take it
I
easy.
still gotta buy. I still
Have
gotta
a good
buy
night,
an
man.
AR. Later, Al. Hey, man. Thanks for coming on. Oh, he's gone.
Have a good night, everyone.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this, guys. I gotta get some sleep too. I gotta walk my
Hey.
dog at 5 in the morning.
Look at what Boosted said. He said, "Me and my neighbor, we cleared every building before the cops got here. They were literally pulling recon house to house." Can you
Hold on,
imagine?
hold on, hold
So
on.
it's
Here's
just-
Boosted. Boosted's here. Here we go. Before we end this,
Oh my
what's up,
God!
buddy?
What's up, man?
Well, is that right on that, Boosted? You guys are pulling recon house to house, like
Shit. Me and my shit, yeah, I swear to God we did, dude. I cleared every damn
Dude.
building on this property, even the tree house.
Wow, that's crazy, dude. So
Dude,
you put a
I'm telling you-
taser on this guy?
Do what?
You put a taser on this guy?
No, my laser.
Laser.
Oh, laser. That's right. Never mind. I keep forgetting he misspelled Rogan.
And,
All right.
and what pisses me off, somehow, some way, my dog did not bark one time, dude. Like I'm pretty pissed off at him.
You're gonna give him up?
Now my neighbor's got a German Shepherd. He was going ape shit. That's what caused me to look out my door or out my window, and I seen the dude walking. When I opened up the window and he saw the dog, he took off. I said, "Oh hell no!" I'd already had my AR because they'd already told us there was an active shooter on our road. So I've been paranoid this whole dang time.
Wow.
Tomorrow, Boosted's gonna have a video with his dog, picture of his dog saying "free to good home." he don't bark for shit.
I love him, but damn, he should have barked. Like my neighbor's dog was going crazy, man. You know.
Hey, no worries, Sean, man. Appreciate you dropping in, dude. It was a good.
Yeah.
It was a good live, though. This was actually one of the probably better lives I've done.
Dude, I'm
MJ,
sorry.
I said
I'm
Moose's
sorry I
dog
didn't
just
get to
got
come in.
demoted.
Dude, you're sorry, dude. You're defending your house, man. You can't say nothing about
Yeah.
that.
Hey, the cops actually. He said, "Hey, you need to come work with us." I said, "Okay."
Yeah.
I'll
Dude, I'll
pass.
tell you
Guys,
what.
have a
When
good night. Be
I
safe.
had a guy
Boosted.
try and break in my house in Virginia Beach when my whole family was home. Like my kids were downstairs watching TV. I was staring at this guy from like 10 feet away as he was trying to javelin a speared sign through my window or my back door. And dude, I was wired, man. I was wired for the rest of the day. I could not go to sleep.
That's how I feel right now, man. 3 combat tours. I'm already trigger happy, man. Come on. I said I was yelling in the woods. I was making sure if he was out there, he heard us. I said, "You picked the wrong place, Bella." My neighbors.
Did they get him?
No, he's still on the loose.
Really?
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Are you walking around with your AR right now?
it's right here.
I knew it. I knew it was within reach.
Oh, I got several in reach, man. It's all good. Let's just say somebody comes here, they ain't not gonna be good for them.
You got Jess up on the roof pulling sniper detail?
Oh, Jess can shoot a dime too, son.
That's what I'm saying. Put her up on the roof, man. She can freaking go recon.
That's one thing we do. We shoot. I don't believe in just having a gun and not knowing how to operate it. That's like having a girlfriend and not being able to, you know. So,
Oh my God. It's
Look,
Matt who wanted to end this. Come on now.
do what?
Instead of Matt wanted to end this stream.
Well, I can't now. No, you're good, man. You're good.
This is like the freaking cherry on the cake, man, for this freaking stream.
Dude,
Oh my God.
I've been like crazy the past 3 hours, dude.
Dude, you seriously, was that you, Matt, that said he's probably not going to sleep tonight because he's all jacked up?
Who?
Oh, you can't. You cannot
Yeah.
sleep. Like when shit like that happens,
Mhm.
you can't sleep.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
why I'm like hearing the neighbor's dog bark. I'll be jumping up. I said, I ain't got to work. I was yelling in the woods saying, I ain't got to work tomorrow, mother. I said, I'll be. I was saying a bunch of shit. I don't even know.
So you actually confronted this guy?
I said, no, when he walked out the front right here, we went straight out after him, dude. And I called, get away from the gun, dude. Get away, stupid cat. Cat's trying to play with the AR. Can't have that.
Oh God.
Hey, this. Let me show you this bad boy. Can
I
we
still don't
show
have.
guns?
I still don't have an AR, man. I got to get one.
Can we show guns on here though?
You're probably not supposed to, but
Well, we ain't going to then. I don't want to get you in trouble. I got a pretty sick one, dude.
Yeah. If it's got a laser on it, that's pretty much enough said.
It's got a laser. It's got a flashlight. It's got a $1,100 scope I can zoom up 600 yards with.
Jesus.
It's got a 60 30 round mags, or actually 60 40 round mags, all loaded already. It's pretty
Good
sick.
Lord. Well, I'll feel safe when I'm at your place.
Yeah, I'm here to fight an army.
Oh my God. The Army's going to be coming to you for ammo, probably.
Shoot.
Yeah. We need a reload boosted. What you
Those
got?
good old days, man.
Oh my God.
Playing army again. I bet my neighbors were probably thinking, "What the heck are these guys out here doing?"
Howland, you can't monetize gun content at all.
Oh, so basically, if you showed it, you just wouldn't get monetized for this stream.
I don't know the rules. I really don't. I wish I knew more.
Huh.
Well, what I do if I feel like there's a video or something that won't, you can go in there and you can change it to where you don't monetize it, or you can do it as unlisted, or you can even delete it. Either way.
Yeah,
or private. Keep it
I'm
private.
not monetized. Well, I'm not monetized, so I don't know any rules.
You will be soon, though.
Yeah, you
Oh,
will.
we'll see, man. Dude, I've slowed down to a crawl, man. I'm like, I just happened to some ladies who knit a lot subscribe to my channel today.
Here's the thing, though, man. Like my channel, like I after I got that shout out from Malcolm, my channel exploded. I gained like 700 something subscribers, and my views went up, and then my subscribers stopped, but my views are through the roof right now.
What's up, Mr. Mach 1?
That Fox
going on,
Body
Gary?
video that I just did, I think it's got like 7,000 views in a week. That's
Dang.
crazy.
Wow.
It's taking off, man.
Nice.
Hey, Mr.
That's
Mach
sweet.
1. What's up, man? Yeah, I need to. Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
already
I,
almost 11.
I know.
Oh.
No, it's 12, sir. It's 12.
For you, yeah, for you. It's almost 11 for me.
It's almost less.
What time you got to get up tomorrow, Matt?
I gotta get up at 5:45 to walk my dogs because he's got so much damn energy.
Oh, 5:45 your time?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's 4:40 my time. Ooh, yeah, that's early. Yeah.
I need to. I probably do need to be going to bed. But
Oh, Mr. Mach 1's working.
yeah. Yes. What model AR you got?
I got an Anderson
AR-15,
but it's don't let it fool you, man. It's decked. It's bad. It's bad.
It's bad.
I had a 338 Lapua and a 6.5 Creedmoor Ruger Precision bow too.
Dude, get this, man. So last year, I'm in like a really nice neighborhood. Like as far as we're in the Camp Lejeune area, I live in a really nice neighborhood. My neighbor's son, like, kid, they smoke pot next door. I smell it all the time. And neighbor's son's in high school or whatever, right? He got mixed with the wrong people. And I came home from work one day and I fell asleep on the couch, just taking like a 10-minute dad nap, right? I was passed out for 10 minutes. My wife said she heard a loud bam, and all of a sudden, like, cops are swarming the place. Like, there's police everywhere. Well, the neighbor's son, a kid he went to high school with, apparently came by with a 40-year-old dude. They opened the garage door, and here's the story they told is that they asked them for their wallet and their money and their phones. They gave them money and the phones, and they told them to close the garage door. And then they shot the kid in the face, and they grazed his cheek right here, and took a 9mm, took a piece of his cheek, like cheekbone off, or not cheekbone, but his, right here, big old scratch. And mom said somehow she wrestled him into the house away from the guy. I saw a picture of the dude that did the shooting. A freaking monster. Like, the dude was like 6'4", probably like 275 pounds. Like, no way mom wrestled her son away from this guy. And so I don't buy anything that they say next door. So like anytime I'm in my garage like I am right now, I'm always carrying, always, because I'm not gonna be outside with some crazy MFers after them.
Yeah,
and comes to the wrong house.
It's almost at the point I carry everywhere I go.
Oh, I do too now, man. I used to not be like when I first commissioned. I wasn't super comfortable doing it.
Way this world is now. freaking idiots everywhere, man. Just I don't understand why everybody can't just get along. And this is over a damn breakup. Like, dude's on a freaking rampage, man. I see the hat, man.
That's
I
like my
sent my
go-to hat now.
I sent my hat out to Clay, the guy that guessed the weight. I sent it out.
I was gonna say I would have had a hat if you had just gone and took a dump or something right before you did that, or you filled up all the way or whatever.
Hey, there's more coming. Don't worry.
No, that's all right.
I bought a bunch of hats for Ford Takeover to sell. I got.
See what MJI said there? He said,
I'm on my
oh, wait.
phone. I can't see the.
Holland said that. Sorry, Holland. Never shoot a larger caliber man with a small caliber bullet.
Yep, never shoot a large caliber man with a small caliber bullet. That's the Army saying too.
Yeah, I usually carry a. I got to get it fixed. I have a Springfield 1911 A1. It's from 1940 something, and it's been modified with the extended trigger. Yeah, I saw. It's been modified with the extended trigger, and but it's fine. I have to repair it. The freaking what is it? Is it a sear pin? Sear.
Yeah,
the thing goes full auto. My 1911 will go full auto, and it's the
Heck
scariest
yeah.
shit ever.
I figured out how to make some homemade self-defense stuff. Let's just say that. Like,
You got claymores on the front porch.
I got stuff. I can't talk about it.
Uh,
I got my whole yard is landmine.
all right, I do need to go to bed, guys. It's about 12 o'clock. Sorry
All right,
to end this.
Hey, y'all be good, man.
Hey, man, stay safe, dude. Stay safe.
I'll be live Thursday night. So
Yeah, dude, stay safe. Let me know if anything else crazy happens tonight, man. Text me. I'll be up.
Oh, he's out.
Dude.
All right, have a good night,
That was
Sublime.
crazy. All right,
Talk to you
man.
later,
Take
man.
care. Take care, guys.
Bye.
Take care, everybody. Y'all have a good one.